Welcome and good morning, everybody, to another day of Talent Talk. Today, you got with us our girl Davina joining us in the background. We have Ashley Diaz with us. We have Christy in the background working the all the effects. And today, I'm just going to throw a shout out there to Jurgen, who's not going to be able to join us, but I'm sure is going to be out there watching us. So, how
Yeah,
you girls doing today?
great. What's up, Jurgen G in the back in Bend, Oregon. So he and Donna are out and their family are on vacation this week. So he intended to join this morning, but he had some connectivity issues. So he's always on. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
what's
kind
up,
of glad he had
Robinson
connection.
family? Good morning, Steve and Ashley.
Good morning, Davina.
How was your weekend?
Oh man, relaxing. Did like nothing. Just sometimes it's just good to
Yeah.
recharge the battery, get ready to go. Today's Monday, ready to kill it for another week.
All right.
Mine's the opposite. We went whitewater rafting in Leavenworth and then went to the coast the next day, all the way to Cannon Beach. So
Oh
we
my
we did the mountains, we did the coast, we did all PNW. So
Oh, amazing.
crazy.
We're getting really close in color there, Ashley. Just a couple more days out in the sun,
Get that
Uh-huh.
sunshine.
I gotta get it while it's still here because we're coming up on we won't talk about it actually. Let's just not talk about it.
Okay. Well, let's just enjoy it while it's here, right? It's supposed to be like 82 degrees today. Oh gosh, I'm loving it. I love the sunshine. I'm a California girl at heart. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about home warranties today. That is fun subject. No, actually, it really is. We're going to learn a little bit more about home warranties and with our special guest is joining us, who is super amazing. But we have a trivia question too that leads into that, don't we?
We do. And home warranties are exciting because, the Diaz family has used some home warranties and we're going to hear how and why they are exciting. But our trivia question has to do with probably one of my calls, which is so funny to me because I made a call in July. So how many phone calls did American Home Shield receive this July? This is craziness. So A, 475,000, B, 650,000, C, 800,000, or D, 1.2 million calls. This is craziness. I don't know the answer, but I know that I am one of them. So
all of them are a lot, right?
All of them. That's what I was about to say. All of those are a lot.
Yeah.
That means that there's like an X amount of people who are calling using these home warranties. And home warranties, I've touted them for years. They are a great benefit. And we've got probably one of the experts who's been in our business for years who's going to be coming on.
Yeah. And I can tell you that I am definitely a proponent of home warranties. And it's actually, home warranties are written in our contracts to let our buyers and our sellers know that home warranties are available to them. So there are conversations that we should be having with our clients also. And they're very useful and they're great tools to use. So, actually, let's go ahead and invite our guest in. We're going to introduce, she is the account manager. If you haven't caught on yet, she is with American Home Shield Warranties. It is a national home warranty company. And our guest is our local account representative. She is absolutely amazing. She has been with American Home Shield and doing this for 17 years. So she definitely is an expert. She is the go-to gal for home warranties if you have any questions. And we are going to bring on the beautiful and magnificent Pam Olagi with American Home Shield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, great to see you all and hear your voices, and just I know it's busy out there. You all are just working really hard getting things done, and it's as you can see by the trivia question, it's been very, very busy in the home warranty world as well.
Yes. And you're in your normal office space now. Is that right with COVID?
So this has been my beautiful office space, which has been one of the great things about this. If it's not pouring down rain or boiling hot, I've been working outside on my patio and just enjoying the birds and the flowers, and it's a great office. It might get a little cold later on, but right now it's working really well for me. And that's just one thing I want to say. I'm going to be here for all of you. You're not going to be seeing me in your offices as much as, or at all for a while, but I am here. I'm working from home. We've really adapted to our circumstances, and I'm only a phone call away.
Okay.
We appreciate that. So, actually, we'll just roll right in. We've got a bunch of questions for you, and we know that you are a wealth of information. And so, one of the things that I know that there's been a little bit of confusion, or at least I have heard confusion with some consumers, is the difference between like, I have homeowners insurance. Why would I need a home warranty? And I'm like, they're not the same, are they? Can you talk a little bit about what's the difference between home warranty and homeowners?
Yeah. We hear that a lot, all the time. And because, some people aren't familiar with what home warranty is. So let me just give you a really good example of how homeowners insurance and home warranties work together. Let's just say you're a consumer and your dishwasher fails and you're not home and it floods and it damages your hardwood floors. It wicks up and damages your cabinets. So your home warranty company, American Home Shield, we're going to come in and we're going to most likely replace the dishwasher, but we're not going to do anything with the damaged floors or the damaged cabinetry. And that would be where you would call your home warranty company, whereas your home insurance company. Your homeowner's insurance is not going to take care of your dishwasher, repair that in any way, but they're going to cover secondary damage. So homeowner's insurance covers secondary damage, and home warranties cover items that fail due to normal wear and tear. So if you have a flood in your home, you would be calling your homeowner's insurance, not your home warranty company.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's odd. So, Pamela, in talking about home warranties, what are maybe some of the benefits, maybe for buyers, for sellers, in purchasing a home warranty?
Well, the market is moving really quickly right now, so I'm not seeing quite as much seller coverage as I used to. But it is definitely a benefit for the seller. It gives the buyer some peace of mind, and it kind of reduces some liability on the part of the seller. They tell the potential buyer everything they know that's going on with the home, but this just gives them some extra assurance, providing a home warranty. But for a buyer, it is absolutely necessary, especially now, because people are leveraging themselves to buy as much home as they can, and they don't have a lot of spare cash to replace systems and appliances. And the cash that they do have, they want to do fun stuff with it. They want to redo a bathroom or add a feature to the yard or something. They don't want to have to spend it on their furnace. So it's great budget protection for the buyer. We don't cover everything, but we cover a lot, and it can save them a lot of money.
Nice.
And then for the seller, on the seller side, how does a home warranty benefit them?
So the seller, if the seller decides to put the home warranty on his home while it's listed, there may be things that come up in the home inspection that he could be covered for. For example, let's say there's a home inspection and there's 5 electrical items, 2 of which American Home Shield, he has listing coverage, the seller does. 2 out of those 5 American Home Shield would cover for. So the seller would make a service request with American Home Shield, pay the service fee. When the tech calls to schedule, he's coming out to fix 2 items. The seller says, I know you're coming out to fix 2, but we've agreed to do these 5 other 3 items. Would you have time to either give me a bid or fix them? So you've got it done for the cost of the service fee. 2 of the items are covered by your warranty, and the seller pays to get the other 3 covered. What we don't cover for is that are is often called out on a inspection is things that haven't failed yet. Inspectors like to call out things that, you know, potentially could fail, so they're, or just maybe aren't set up correctly, but they're working fine. So if it's an outlet that has reverse polarity, we're not going to fix that unless the outlet has failed. But if we're coming out to fix something else, take advantage of that. So it's a great, for the seller, it really helps during the home inspection phase.
I always thought that was a great feature, that even for the seller, on the seller's end of it, for home inspection, if something is found, if they've got the seller's coverage, something's found, that, you know, the home warranty company, American Home Shield will cover it. That's
Yep.
great benefit.
And we cover the major systems during the listing. So we cover the plumbing, electrical, heating, air conditioning, and water tank. And those are the things that if they completely fail, that could break your deal, because your seller may not have the funds to put in a new furnace prior to closing. And he needs to.
Yep.
Awesome. Christina says, I love my home warranty. Saved me so much money for our water heater. Sounds like a commercial, right?
It does.
It's true.
So say we are decided we're the seller, we're gonna purchase a home warranty. So when would that payment be due for any coverage that is needed?
That's a really good question. So that's the other way that it's very risk-free for the seller. So you represent the seller and he's decided he's providing a home warranty for the buyer. All the broker needs to do, who's representing the seller, is make sure that that warranty gets set up in our system. They can do that online. They can call me. I'm happy to do it for them. And nothing is paid until closing. So if for some reason the deal falls apart and doesn't close, no payment is due. Even if we've come out and done some work, no payment is due. We just cancel the warranty. So no payment is due until closing. If for some reason it doesn't close, or occasionally it gets negotiated out. Maybe the seller has had to put a new roof on that was an unexpected expense that was called for by the appraiser or something, and then he's just done and the warranty gets negotiated out. We just cancel. We look at that as the cost of doing business.
Wow.
That is.
So it's very risk-free for the seller. He doesn't pay till closing, comes out of his proceeds at escrow, so it's fairly painless.
Okay. Good.
And the cost is very, and we can also at the end, we'll give people information on how to find more information about the home warranties, but it is a very affordable cost. Of course, we can't quoting cost. There's different levels, so we won't go into all those, but they're super affordable for what you get for the home warranties. So
very much so, yes.
So what about like a house? We're talking about coverage, for buyers and sellers. So what about those homes that say that you have to do, we call it a dry inspection, like you can't turn on the water, or you can't, there is no electricity that's connected, and we can't connect to electricity, and we can't test systems like during a normal home inspection. Would a home warranty help in those instances?
It would definitely help. I think the proper expectations have to be set. So we are one of the few home warranty companies that will cover vacant homes or homes that are going through foreclosure back, in the 2008, 2009, when we saw a lot of that. Most home warranty companies would not cover those. We do. We cover undetectable pre-existing conditions, but we don't consider just not being able to turn on the water undetectable. So it's undetectable would be like something it would take it turns on, it looks normal, it works. So there is some risk. I mean, we had one where they wouldn't let them turn on the water, but you could have just looked at the pipes and they were broken everywhere. I mean, they pretty much didn't have a plumbing system. And so then when they turned on the water, they had multiple leaks, and we said no. It was pretty obvious, and that's why they wouldn't let you turn on the water. So it's just common sense, but we cover a lot with foreclosures, and we sure did during that time when we had a lot of them.
Wow. Pam, talking about like homes that are coming on the market, getting ready to sell, maybe close. Do you guys offer coverage for, let's say I'm watching the show, I bought my house a year ago. Do you guys offer coverage for homeowners right now?
We do. So what you all are familiar with is the real estate plan, and that is the plan that is when the home's part of a transaction. But we also have what we call our direct-to-consumer product. It's a little bit different. It is it's active once it's paid for. It's a little more expensive. It has a little less coverage, and it has a 30-day wait. So it wouldn't be a good fit for a real estate customer. However, for a customer that's been in their home for years and decides, my systems are starting to get age a little bit and I'd like to have some budget protection, it's perfect. And they can just go online, they put in their zip code, they get a quote, someone calls them. There's many different plans to choose from. And we have that available throughout all of Washington. Well, every state, actually. Yes.
Good.
Awesome. So you mentioned that rate might be a little bit higher, but are there special rates for us realtors as we're, maybe helping our clients purchase one?
Yes. So you as a real estate agent could put a American Home Shield warranty on a property that you personally own at any time, and you can get the real estate rate. So it's kind of a perk to being a real estate professional. There you go. And so like your neighbor down the street would have to do the consumer plan, but you as an agent would be able to do the real estate plan at the real estate price. And then I would code you as a real estate professional. So the next year, when you get your renewal notice, you can renew at the real estate price every year, whatever the real estate price is. Because normally, so first year home buyers have the real estate product, they can renew that as well. But when they renew it, it goes up a little bit. So no, I code you so you guys remain, and that's just kind of your break for being a real estate professional.
Okay, I'm calling you right after we're done here.
Yeah, I should have called you on the renewal plan.
Yeah. Well, make sure you're included as a real estate agent. Make sure you are. Send me your address and I'll check it.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. So, so we're talking about the home warranties. When can or when should the home warranty be purchased so that there is actual coverage in effect?
Well, it's usually almost always purchased and paid for at closing. If you represent the seller and want listing coverage, I would get that on there right away, because inspections are happening really quick. I mean, you could do a listing and have an offer in 2 days and have an inspection the next day. So if they're going to have listing coverage, get it on us right away. Even if you know you're going to list it on Friday, if you send it to me, I'll get it set up starting today. I can't hear you, Davina.
Oh, no, go ahead.
You're talking to me. But as far as for if you're just doing one for the buyer, I would suggest ordering the warranty around the time that the appraisal's ordered. That just because you don't need it during the listing, you don't need it prior to inspection. And at that point, you're pretty sure your deal's going to close.
Okay. And Pam, in talking about ordering the home warranties, if we wanted to order a home warranty, what would be the best way to order a home warranty?
Well, right now, I think the best way to do it is online at our pro.ahs.com site, which it's for you as real estate professionals. But I'm here. If you email me the information to me, I will set it up. We do have our real estate sales line, but I will tell you, just with everything that's been going on this last 3 weeks, our phone lines have been very, very challenging. We lost a call center in one area that completely closed down. All of our U.S. call centers are home based, and that's working out great. But we lost an offshore one that is due to COVID, because the country is basically just pretty much on lockdown.
Yeah.
So it impacted us.
Okay. All right. And talking, I guess, about home warranties and repairs, if we were to have someone come out to the property, to make a repair? Is there a service call? And if there is, a service charge, I should say, how much is that?
There is a service charge. I like to think of it kind of like a copay with your doctor. When you go to the doctor, you have a copay. It's $100. That goes, it's paid when they make the service call. So back in the day, they used to have to write a check to the technician or give them a credit card. They don't have to do that anymore. They pay for it online when they make the service request, and that goes directly to the technician as a trip charge. So remember when I talked about the 5 electrical issues and American Home Shield was going to cover 2?
Mm-hmm.
They would have paid a $100 trip charge to that electrician. So for $100, he would have been out there. We would have fixed 2, and then they could have got the others fixed at their cost, the seller's cost. And if we have to come out and fix a dishwasher, we have to order parts and come back out again, there's not a second trip charge for the same thing.
Within 30 days is what I've learned.
Within 30 days, that is very true. So if you get something fixed and you don't think it's fixed, and you think, I'll call in a little bit, don't do that. Call right away.
Yes. I've actually used American Home Shield a lot these last couple of months, and it's been so easy. They're fantastic to work with. It's so easy. You just go online, type in what you need, you pay, and then somebody calls you, and then everything else, it goes so smoothly.
And that's how it's supposed to go.
That's awesome. And I love American Home Shield for that. Is there a way that the best way to contact you if we have any questions?
Yeah, and I can type it in the chat. I'll put my email and cell phone in there. So either one. Like I say, I'm working from home, and I'm going to be working from remotely till mid-January 2021, and then they're going to make the decision about if they're going to let me out again. So I'm here, and I answer my phone, but I'll put all that in the chat kind of towards the end. You bet.
Awesome.
For the sake of time, there's Steve. You wanted to take on one, well, or maybe it's me. One last question. Just because we're talking about home warranties, and when you have a problem, it's really kind of a scary thing. When you've got a system that's broken or whatnot. How? And I think you actually shared some success. But do you have any specific success stories that stand out that you'd want to share?
I do have one. It involved a listing years ago, and it was a John L. Scott agent, and he put seller's coverage on a home that he was listing. The homeowners were relocating to another city. Well, during the listing period, the homeowners had a failure to their furnace, so they called American Home Shield. We went out. Their furnace needed to be replaced. We replaced it. Then a few weeks later down the road, the homeowners took their home off the market. They decided not to relocate. And so the homeowners had a brand new furnace, the warranty that was never paid for, and the home was never sold. Now that probably wasn't a success story for the real estate agent, but for the homeowner, it really was. And we don't come after that premium. We don't come after the cost. That's just the way it is. The way it is. There is one other thing I wanted to say in terms of, to be clear, I mentioned it earlier. I said we cover a lot. We don't cover everything. So if you are a homeowner and you have, let's say a full new air conditioning, heating system, or hot water tank, there is going to be some out-of-pocket costs for the homeowner, usually on those. We cover the new unit, the labor to install the new unit, the haul away of the old unit. We cover up to $250 towards codes and up to $250 towards a permit if one's required. But we don't cover for any modifications to structure, venting, gas lines, electrical lines. So if it's a full-on change out, there usually is some out-of-pocket to the homeowner. And that's just to set a proper expectation. I mean, we send a contract, but I don't know, maybe you guys all read, but I don't. I'm terrible. I don't read it. I just oh, here you go. Oh, okay. So, and I think a lot of homeowners are like that as well. But we do let them know that as soon as we know, but still sometimes it's a surprise. So if you have someone who's really detail oriented and wants to go over the contract exactly, a homeowner, have them call me. I'm happy to help.
Okay.
Good. That's good to know. Yeah. In the whole scheme of things, though, even if there is some modifications that are needed, it's still a great savings for.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No comparison to retail.
Yeah.
No comparison.
Yeah.
This is
So
great.
Yeah. If you need a home warranty, want to get some protection on your house, make sure to reach out to Pam Loggy over at American Home Shield. We got her information, name, phone number right down there in the chat on your screen. So
I'm calling you for my realtor coverage. And that's
I have some questions too, actually. So
yeah.
All right, well, reach out. I'll be in my home office all day.
All right. Well,
Pam, we appreciate you.
Yes.
Coming on.
And she's going to stay on for our trivia. She's going to hang out with us actually till the end. It sounds like.
Yeah.
So what was our trivia question again? Do we got that up?
I'm dying to know the answer to this question. So how many phone calls did American Home Shield receive this July? Christy, do you want to, is Christy going to, oh, there she is. Yay!
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
So today's trivia question, how many calls did American Home Shield receive just this July? Was it 475,000, 650,000, 800,000, or 1.2 million? You guys ready for this? They had over 1.2 million calls just in July. How crazy is that?
Wow.
See.
Pam, and you answered all of them by yourself. I'm just
Yeah, I'm not quite that good.
Wow.
Well, thank you all. It was fun to be here.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And you know what, we're looking forward to definitely when you're able to come back and visit our offices. We'd like to have you back again, to talk to our group. But in the meantime, hopefully we don't inundate you with a whole bunch of home warranty orders, right?
Oh, that would be terrible. No, I'm
or service, I would say, but we want the orders. We want the protection. It's better to need it, have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, right?
Yes.
All
For
right.
all the real estate brokers out there, probably should be working on getting, if you're listing a property, make sure to get that seller's coverage right up front as soon as you get the listing. Make that part of your process. It's easy to do, and it would be a great benefit for you, both sellers and the buyers as well. So just gives you peace of mind. So
Absolutely.
thank you again, Pam, for the information and your time.
Take care. Thank you.
All righty.
And as we wrap up, right before we wrap up here, we've got some real estate news and updates we just want to keep you abreast of. So coming up this week, for our John L. Scott family out there, we have our business meeting this Wednesday at 9 a.m. Thursday, we actually have a social media training from Google, which is actually Google My Business, which is coming up actually not Thursday, but it's tomorrow at 10 a.m. So there's a change this week, but tomorrow at 10 a.m. And also this week we have Forms Friday coming up, where we're going to be finishing up part 2 of the purchase and sale agreement. So we're just kind of diving in to the purchase and sale agreement and everything in there. Then we got Facebook Friday. Facebook Friday, I believe we have one of the top producers in the industry coming in. We're going to find out what they're doing, what sets them apart. So that one's one to look forward to. And then Friday, we also have the market update. So we'll be going over what's going on here in the real estate market. We're going to be talking about the new listings and also the open houses coming up this for the weekend. So stay tuned. We got lots of good stuff coming up. If you're a real estate broker, give us a call. We can definitely help you out in building your business and taking it to the next level. So, all right, you guys.
I guess it's time to say goodbye. Right. All right. Well, it's been good. Who wants to take us home today?
I can. So thank you for joining us on this beautiful Monday morning. We hope you learned a lot about home warranties, and I know I did. But yeah, have a great week, and we'll wrap it up with the Be Bold on 3. 1,
Yeah. All right.
2, 3.
Be bold.
Be bold.
Bye.
Bye.